G'day everyone, welcome back. It's Sean White at the SFG PD Day in New South Wales. First time in a couple of 100 days, and we're very lucky to have none other than Blake Buchanan.
I'm Blake Buchanan. Hello everybody, and I'm the General Manager at Specialist Finance Group.
Now we're going to put you on the spot for a second. Have you won many awards in the industry yet, Blake?
I've always been a bridesmaid, my friend, so I've been nominated many times. The biggest one for me was Thought Leader, which was an amazing accolade, but I didn't think I was ready for that. Never won. Won a few brokerage awards, and many of our brokers have, but not me personally. No, thank
Because
you.
we're going to nominate you for one of the most good-looking industry leaders in the industry, but don't worry about that. Okay. Tell us a little bit about you, the man. Family, hobbies. Tell us your family.
Yeah, right. Well, my family, apart from SFG and our broker network, is comprised of my beautiful wife, Sarah, who's been with me from the very start. 4 lovely, wonderful children. And that's really me, you know, between kids and work, there ain't much time for anything else. And I've got a very blessed family. I'm a very, very lucky man.
Very nice. Tell us what a couple of your hobbies.
Yeah, right. So my kids dance, they play rugby, they swim. So my hobbies now include going to work and dropping kids at sporting events mostly.
So do you work to pay for your kids' sporting activities?
Basically, yes, and their food. 4 little ones, as you'd know, mate, they're very expensive with the cost of living at the minute. So yeah, work to live to work. It's a combination of everything, but do what you love doing, and that's why I always have a smile on my face.
What took you to Specialist?
Oh, you know what? So many things. Basically, I was running another aggregator previously. We got bought out by a major bank. And I think brokers should be impartial. I don't think aggregators should be owned by banks. And so the time was there for me to leave. Thankfully, William Lockett, who owns and manages Specialist Finance Group, and I have a lot of things in common. And he reached out to me and said, Blake, can you help me grow your business? This is who I am. And I fell in love with the model. I fell in love with the offering. And he gave me the opportunity to come and grow his business and work with his business and his team.
What are some of the favourite things you like about your role?
Oh, you know what? I get out of bed to work out how I can help brokers, how I can improve brokers, how I can improve relationships and processes. I don't think if you get out of bed and think anything else in this space, you're not going to be successful. You're not going to be passionate about what you want to do and how you want to help people. And that's what I do. I get out of bed every day saying today's going to be a great day. Who am I going to help? How am I going to help them?
What sort of challenges do you think the industry face at the moment, if any?
Oh, well, definitely. We're staring down the barrel of multiple interest rate rises if wages can grow. You know, that reduces affordability in a lot of cases. We've got some mortgage prisoners at the moment, and we've got people that are locked out.
It's a good term, mortgage prisoners.
Yeah, and we've got people that are locked out of the property market just because property prices have gone insane at the moment. We'll see a levelling out that we're starting to see now. So if you are starting to slow down in your business and you want to keep going, use this time to work out what's your next step to get to that next level.
How long have you been in the industry?
Oh, around 20 years. You know, it's one of those questions, around 20 years, half as a broker. Big bank, there's one here that I did a couple of years for primarily, and the rest has been in distribution. And that's my passion because I know if I can grow distribution, I've got to have the best offering in the market, which enables me to work with the best brokers in the market.
20 years, so lucky your blonde shades out the greys, but nice.
I cut it nice and close, so you can't tell.
Who's an individual that's inspired you industry-wise?
Yeah, do you know what? I think that there's a couple of leaders in this industry. I think that you shouldn't have one mentor, you should have multiple mentors. You know, they've all got different things. The most important thing that you bring to your own business or brand is yourself. So I can take 2 good things that you've taught me, 5 good things that Peter White or Mike Felton has taught me, 10 things that Williams taught me. As long as I add my own flavour to everything that I've learned, I'm going to be a better me.
Fair enough. All right, we're going to go deep now, okay? We're getting to the fun questions. You're down to your last $10. How are you spending it?
Oh, geez, my last $10. Well,
and you can't on a child's sporting activity.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'd probably buy my wife flowers to apologise for what's about to happen.
Do you think you'd get a better response with a bunch of flowers or a full tank of petrol?
Geez, $10 ain't going to get you far in petrol. I drive quite a bit of a tank, you know, and to pay $2.30 a litre, it's killing us.
Now you're flying back from Europe. It's a 22-hour flight, and you can be free with this answer. 22-hour flight. Who don't you want to sit next to?
Probably, if I'm
Can't be a competitor.
yeah. If I'm honest, I'll say industry people. I think it's really important that we take care of ourselves, which means we need to step out of what we live and breathe from time to time. If I've flown around the country, I mean, my biggest year was 46 trips in 1 year. That's a lot of time away from the family. It's a lot of time on the industry. And so one of my rules, all the people that travel with me around the country know, if you sit next to Blake, his earphones in, do not talk to him. He doesn't want to talk to you. He wants to have some time out. But look, who do I not want to sit next to? Probably Will. I've been with him all week, the owner of the company, so I can't talk to you any longer.
No, thanks for your honesty. You're on a deserted island and you can be with anyone alive or deceased. Who's that one person you want to be with?
Probably I didn't get enough time with my grandma. A wonderful human being, and I'd just like to spend a bit more time with her if I could. And I guess that's taught me to cherish my near and dear, and make sure I spend the right amount of time with the right people.
What do you recall about your time with your grandma?
Oh, just how the generosity, the care, the empathy. I'm not sure you know me a little bit well. I've struggled in empathy areas, so I need to improve that. And I just think that if I had more time.
Don't edit that part. He's owning it. We've got to give him big kudos for that.
Yeah, and so I just think I need to develop that and be better at that.
Thank you for being honest. Now you can have dinner with any three people, alive or deceased. Which three people are you having dinner with?
Whoa, that's a bit of a tricky one. Which three people am I having dinner with? It's a
We don't usually get him short of a word, but we've just got it.
God, I could talk underwater with a mouthful of marbles, and you've got me. Given the present circumstances, I'd like to have a chat with maybe a couple of leaders, like Zelensky in the Ukraine. I follow that very, very closely. His resilience, the way he's rallied his troops, and what he's done against Putin. Another one I'd like to have dinner with in that same room would be Putin, to understand the reasons why. What's going on.
Mediation, one of your skills?
Yeah, possibly not. We like to
instigation and.
Well, I love challenges, and I love bringing people together and getting common ground. And often we do that in our broking world anyway, between brokers, lenders, customers, brokers, lenders, etc. But the third one is probably Mark Twain. I would love to have dinner with that guy. I mean, the amount of quotes and one-liners that he threw out that are so relevant in life, it's just unbelievable.
Any come to mind?
Oh, look, the first one is don't talk to idiots, because a passerby won't know who's who. It's actually don't argue with fools. But things like that, a clever and smart aleck way. I'm a bit of a scallywag myself to really describe situations and what you should and shouldn't be doing.
All right, last one. They're going to make a movie about the life of you. Who's going to play you? And you could say Brad Pitt or someone like that, but who's going to play you and what's the name of the movie?
So I would say, I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but I've broken my nose 7 times. It's no good right up close. So I'd say Owen Wilson, because if you've seen his nose, that's no good either. What's the name of the movie? It'd probably be called Blake's Everywhere. Blake's Everywhere. I have a lot of wheels in my head turning at different speeds all of the time. I find it really hard to shut down, and I'm micro-processing different decisions, what I'm going to say, all these things at once. So it'd probably be Blake's Everywhere, something like that.
Do you like the industry you're in?
Oh, mate, you know what? It was just such a blessing, because I wasn't in this industry 20 years ago. I was in sales, and somebody said, Blake, you can speak well, you can build rapport, and you're good at maths. He said, come and be a broker. That was just from my local sporting team. It was the best choice I ever made. I fell in love with broking, and more so, I fell in love with broking businesses and helping to grow them. And mate, I wouldn't be anywhere else. I love this space. I absolutely love it.
That was a good answer. Lastly, with everything that's going on with you, your family, your business, your growth, what at the moment are you truly grateful for?
You know what? I've got a lot to be grateful for. It's raining today, which brings us one day closer to sunshine.
Because you live on an acre?
Yeah, I live on a big property, and it flooded recently. Thank you, but even then,
he's being overpaid.
I'm being overpaid. I get paid far too much money. This $500 an hour bullshit, But no, I don't. I think it's important that I'm around people that enable me to be humble and do something that I love very much.
Well, Blake, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for opening up, being honest and transparent, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, Whitey.